Okay. So my favorite Christmas tradition of Kevin Spacey being a fucking weirdo and a creep and just absolutely insane. Um Looks like he's posted again, and I'm already kind of disappointed as soon as I see the thumbnail because he's what, Tucker Carlson? This is your new strat here? Being frank with Tucker. Really? We're doing this? Cuz he for those of you who don't know, after Kevin Spacey got canceled, some allegations uh and then some disappearing people. um, he started posting these weird cryptic Christmas videos, and this one's really funny. And it's essentially just him being like, "I would like to keep playing the character that I was playing in House of Cards," and he was playing it as the character. And I think the character is named Frank, which makes this like a really clever play on words. Let me be frank. And I guess he was kind of hoping that there would be this like fan uproar. Like he was hoping that by posting this, there would be enough people being like, "Yeah, Netflix, bring him back. He didn't do anything." I don't know if he did anything, honestly, but I have no idea. There's a lot of accusations. I haven't thoroughly looked into these. But this is just a bizarre. It's very very funny. I like this one a lot. I'll skim through it.
Love. I shocked you with my honesty, but mostly I challenged you and made you think. And you trusted me, even though you knew you shouldn't.
It's very bizarre.
No, I did do. I'm certainly not going to pay the price for the things I didn't do. Oh, of course, they're going to say I'm being disrespectful, not playing by the rules, like I ever played by anyone's rules before. I never did.
Merry Krima Aaya, Adum.
Thank you, Temporalhead.
Conclusions can be so
Happy
deceiving.
holidays.
Thank you.
Miss me?
And just in case you're wondering, I did not add that sound effect. That is Kevin Spacey's editing using that stock fucking iMovie sting. Which makes the whole thing very funny. He's a terrific actor in terms of his ability to act. So I don't know. No, didn't think he was an editor, and I guess that kind of proves it. So I don't know what the fuck's going on here. I almost don't want to watch this because it's literally, is he just going to be just having a cool, chill conversation with Tucker Carlson in character? Oh my god, do I really want to watch this? The line between parody and reality is so very thin. What's going on?
24 has not even begun yet, and it does seem
no
like
4K.
The presidential race is effectively frozen in place.
It's funny how they keep having to say like they're on X. like they're like high on ecstasy. They're on X. I'm on X now. Look at all the people fighting on X. All the people getting naked on X.
And it does seem like the presidential race is effectively frozen in place, if not over. We know who the candidates are. It's too late for another to get in. Some have already dropped out.
Where's Kevin?
But is it too late? Is there anyone in this country?
Are you suggesting Kevin Spacey runs for president? That's holy shit, no way.
150 million people who could jump in.
Tucker's just happy to be included on anything now. I think Fox News was really good for him. You know, having that brand and income and just that power and popularity. Like he's kind of fallen off, you know.
At this late date and re-scramble the calculus of electoral politics. Well, there may be someone, and in fact, you already know him. You know his face. And the question is, will he get in this cycle? And that's my question for you.
Well, that's really a decision for the people, Tucker.
So he's okay. So this is an act, and he's not okay. It's not Kevin Spacey running for president. It's Kevin Spacey playing Frank from House of Cards, pretending as if he would run for president. He's essentially just, I don't know if this is just like he's just doing a protest, as in, I can play this character as much as I want, and you can't stop me, Netflix. I'm going to continue playing this character. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Ban role play? You can't do impressions of people anymore? You can't stop me. Although there is like kind of a line when it comes to like depending on how much you're using it for like monetary purposes or whatever, blah 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 blah. It's not completely decided, I guess.
It's not something that I really think about or want to do.
Ah!
And Merry Christmas to you too.
I like
Christmas Adam. Hopefully I work less often soon so I can watch more. Love ya.
Thank you so much, KRS. I appreciate it. That's fucking I love that he is at least self-aware enough about the whole like, yeah, I do this weird thing every Christmas. Like, Merry Christmas to you. He's very much, I don't know if in on the joke is the right way to say it, but he's definitely playing on whatever the fuck is going on here.
But I've always believed that nothing should be off the table in life or in art. I think we could both agree that we need to get some adults back in the room, so if that means taking on the chief executive role, well, that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make for this great nation.
Adults?
Tucker Carlson looks like a little kid here. Also, just him saying the word adults, the way he's sitting, and like, there's a lot going on. This is a crazy mise en scene.
Adults in the room. I love it. I could see it as a bumper sticker. Is that your campaign slogan?
Well, that's not a bad idea. Look, I think first our country needs
Where's the bow tie?
to stop
Tuck.
apologizing and stiffen up.
Damn, I gotta send this to Arun Brown. He needs to see this Tuck check.
With so many different issues like gun control, important issue, but let's be
That's on YouTube.
honest. The truth is, more people are killed by online trolls every day.
That may be true, actually, but then they're protected by the First Amendment.
He looks so awkward here. This is crazy. Tucker just, he doesn't look like he fits in the chair properly. He looks like a little child. I don't know what's going on.
They can say whatever they want. You believe in the First Amendment, I assume.
Of course I do. Look, people spewing ridiculous ideas is nothing new, and they should always have that right.
So did Kevin Spacey clearly reached out to Tucker Carlson, who I guess is really easy to get a hold of at this point. You just find me on X. I'm there all day.
Right. But the problem is, somewhere along the way, we started listening. And we should remember...
And Kevin Spacey has enough awareness to know, like, oh yeah, Tucker Carlson would totally do this. He has no standards. He'll just do it.
For the salient words of Benjamin Franklin, who said, "Do not believe anything of what you hear and only half of what you see." He wasn't telling people to stop talking. He was telling us to stop listening. So let's stop blaming bots and college kids and start telling leaders what leadership...
Jesus, I said the word "what" when he said leaders, and it sounded like the fucking N-word. I was scared.
So let's stop blaming bots and college kids and start telling leaders what leadership really means.
I love it. But how do you do that?
Well,
Tucker's so bad at this. I love it, but how do you do that? This is him acting. God. Him acting as if it's like in a movie. Like, he's so shit at this. Holy crap.
he means.
I love it. But how do you do that?
He's so awkward. Tucker just sucks the energy out of every scene. Just every time he opens his mouth. Just a fucking charisma vacuum. Kevin's doing a good job. He's a good actor. He's not a good person, maybe. I have no idea. Well, it seems like very unlikely that he's a good person, but very good actor, right?
He means.
I love it. But how do you do that?
Look at this. I don't know what it is about. He doesn't feel like he belongs there. His hand awkwardly on his leg, like trying to figure out what he's supposed to do with it.
I love it. But how do you do that?
This country is mired in so much contradiction and confusion. We don't even know how we can help anyone anymore because we can't agree.
You lost the accent a bit, Kevin. This seems so, like, they didn't spend very long on this.
This country is mired in so much contradiction and confusion. We don't even know how we can help anyone anymore because we can't agree who needs help. I mean, what doesn't come with a trigger warning these days? I mean, Tucker.
Oh, God, this is the grift. This is the grift. Everybody's so triggered nowadays. It's like you're so late to the party, dude. Like, try 7 years ago.
We are far too close to having a beanbag chair in the Oval Office. We coddle to everybody. Okay, you think you're a rabbit, that's fine. But let me tell you something.
Was that furry hate? What's going on?
We are far too close to having a beanbag chair in the Oval Office. We coddle to everybody. Okay, you think you're a rabbit, that's fine. But let me tell you something. You sure as hell aren't going to see someone walking through my White House in bunny ears and a tail unless it's Easter.
What?
What is going on even? This is crazy. What is even happening? What? It's like he's trying to make a point, which is just so bizarre. Those other Christmas videos, first one was really weird. I don't remember. Okay, first one was really weird and funny. Then this one was basically just like a dumb sequel where he's like poking nothing. Like the way that starts is so funny. the way he just like pretends to be poking the fire. This is hilarious. No. Does nothing.
You didn't really think I was going to miss the opportunity to wish you a Merry Christmas, did you?
So yeah, like literally he's just made this a weird tradition. Then on this one, I think like this was like him promoting some sort of like hotline for like lonely people on Christmas, or maybe it was like a Minecraft hotline or something.
A lot of people have reached out to me this past year.
Like, I don't know what.
Contemplating that idea.
I don't know what this one was. This one was like not as much of a bit. It was just kind of like that. Okay, he made another Christmas video. Then he skipped last year and the year before, and I thought he was done. And I was like, Kevin, you gotta give the people what they want. And now he's back, and it seemed like what Tucker Carlson interview. Scripted as Frank from House of Cards, but he's also like, it seems like he's trying to make a bit more of a point, and that it's not necessarily just performance from character, which I guess you could say the same about these first two, with them being as weird as they are also, but I don't know what the hell's going on. This is crazy. This is like the weirdest timeline.
Man. But how do you think we got here?
Man! What did he say?
Bunny ears and a tail, unless it's Easter.
Well, amen. But how do you think...
Oh, Arun, that has to be a drop. That has to be a drop. Oh my God.
Tail, unless it's Easter.
Well, amen.
Well, amen.
A tail, unless it's Easter.
Well, amen.
That's good.
But how do you think we got here in the first place?
Fear, and then some more fear. That's been the consistent theme, fear. And that's why I'm going to keep saying we need to get some adults back in the room.
Sounds like you're running. If you did run...
He's such a child. It's so weird. Sounds like you're running.
Sounds
Look at it.
like you're running.
It's so weird.
If you did run, I assume it would be as an independent.
Well, I've always been independent my whole life, no matter what my party affiliation, even though at the moment I don't quite recognize my old party.
So at what point would you get in if you did?
Well, I think there's time. I've never been afraid to show up a little late for the dance.
But lots of people want to be president.
I want them to commit to this, and I want Kevin Spacey to run for president as Frank. Right? Can you elect a character that someone is playing? Can he change his name legally and then go on the ballot? You never know. It could happen. Tucker Carlson, VP.
What would you specifically bring that others aren't?
Spacey Carlson.
Well, I think I have a long and very solid relationship with the public, and that's a bond that has never been broken. I mean, I've almost felt like I can talk to them directly.
Well, I mean, you do talk to them. Every Christmas you give a statement. It is Christmas Eve. What is your statement specifically this year?
You know, Tucker, I think it's just good enough to sip some eggnog and decorate the tree and listen to White Christmas and embrace all the things that make this such a special day. The truth is, I love nothing better on this day than to do a line of blow, drink a whiskey and Coke, hit a reindeer with my car, and wish you all the naughtiest Christmas ever.
You know, you and I have...
This is terrifying. What is going on? There's one thing that can't be denied about this. And it's that this is art. This is definitely art.
something in common, actually.
Oh, yes, we both got canned by our network.
True. But they actually tried to kill you.
Yes, but here we are, Tucker, bigger than ever.
But they actually tried to kill you? What's going on?
So looking back on all the drama, do you think that...
I just want Kevin Spacey, do a fucking vlog, you know? Do like a real interview or a real like talk to the camera sort of thing. Tell us exactly what you think, because I'm so fucking confused with your weird art house performance pieces. I don't know what you're trying to say with these. It's all just so vague. It's all just so like weirdly unclear and just interpretable. It's just so... What the fuck are you trying to say?
Legacy media played a role in what happened to you?
Look, I think they're trying to do their best to stay relevant. Look, platforms like X...
Is this the new... Oh my god. Kevin Spacey as Frank is now on X.
I mean, you move information around so quick that everybody else is just playing catch-up. Legacy media's diligence has turned out to be they just cut and paste what some trusted outlet does. I mean, look, this will be a good example.
Tucker, you were Legacy Media. Like, what are you talking...
Watch.
How can you have the... How can you criticize Legacy Media for its, like, fact-checking abilities and then just have Tucker Carlson on your fucking thing nodding along? Like, oh, I agree. I'm not a propagandist. Amen.
How they report on this conversation. There'll be one or two headlines that get repeated over and over and over. I think actually...
I don't do that.
If Legacy Media wants to survive, they're going to have to start slowing down.
That's smart. I agree with that.
He literally just says that. That's smart. I agree with that. That could be another drop right there.
Survive, they're going to have to start slowing down.
That's smart. I agree with that.
Nah, I don't know.
By the way, do you watch Netflix anymore? That's smart. I agree with that. By the way, do you watch Netflix anymore?
The way he, like, trips over his own words. Netflix anymore?
Probably as much as you watch Fox.
Fair.
That's the gayest way you possibly could have responded. That was such a diva, like, fair. He got so excited.
Fair.
Tuck reminds me of an old woman.
Fox.
Look at this. Look at this diva.
Fair. So...
Also, his laughter is actually maniacal. It's like supervillain shit.
Fair.
Pose.
So, that doesn't mean that you're gone, though, from Netflix. I don't even know if you're aware of this, but every time a person pulls up the Netflix app, you're there in some way. Have you seen this?
What?
Yes, you know what that is?
Why did they just do the Netflix logo and not show anything?
Boom, boom. So it is bizarre that...
Sorry, what? The boom boom is Kevin Spacey? That was what their point... What? Every time you open the app, because you hear the boom boom, that's him? Did he record that? Like, it's audio from House of Cards? Is it? Is it?
You're there in some way. Have you seen this?
Yes, you know what that is? Boom, boom.
Boom, boom. That could be a drop. You could say that about, like, dropping a boom boom in your diapers.
Boom, boom.
when when I dookie in my pants, I go like this.
Boom, boom. So it is bizarre that they
Boom boom. What was that? The Flintstones?
decided to publicly cut ties with me on allegations alone, allegations that have now been proven false. Because I don't think there's any question. Netflix exists because of me. I put them on the map.
I don't. I have no idea what the allegations or the results of those are. I'm not sure proven false is accurate, but he might have been found not guilty. I don't know if it was a criminal case or a civil case. There's different burdens of proof and standards for evidence depending on which of those there are. There's just I'm just kind of like weirdly sketched out about how like a lot of his witnesses just mysteriously died. I'm just like I don't know what went on there. That sketches me out. Maybe there's nothing. Maybe it's suspicious, like I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know. I have no idea what happened here.
And they tried to put me in the ground.
Do you think within Netflix and the leadership suites that your influence is still felt?
Well, according to your research, my influence is felt every time every customer opens the app. I'd say that's pretty powerful.
Oh, that's true. When are you getting back to work, by the way?
Sorry?
Within Netflix and the leadership suites that your influence is still felt?
Well, according to your research, my influence is felt every time every customer opens the app. I'd say that's pretty powerful.
Oh, that's true.
Your research. So is Netflix going to change their fucking audio now, if that's the point they're making? Like, Netflix, you have to change your opening sound, otherwise you're endorsing Kevin Spacey or some shit. Like, I don't know what's going on.
True. When are you getting back to work, by the way?
Oh, I've been back at work from the moment we started talking, Tucker.
So does that mean this is like an episode, or is it real?
Well, it's probably a little of both. I mean, Tucker,
Okay, he's explaining it.
what's true, what's false? What's life, what's art? What's real, what's performance? I love it when these things intersect because then it gets interesting.
What role do you see yourself playing going forward?
His hand can't find out what to do.
I will play whatever role the public wants me to play. And what about you, Tucker? What role do you want to play? I mean, if I run, I'm going to need a vice president.
I'll sleep on it. But, I mean, people have already gotten out of the race. People have dropped out already. What do you think of those?
Well,
But are you running as a Republican is my question.
it's a little bit like jumping in the jacuzzi with a boner. You know it ain't going to last forever.
What? What the fuck are you talking? What does that mean?
So I wasn't surprised when Mike, a little too pensive, jumped out right away.
Mike, a little too pensive, jumped out. Yeah, he's got some funny little play on. He's good at playing on words. Mike pensive.
Jumped out right away.
Okay, let's watch Tucker here. Let's watch this.
I wasn't either. But what about the candidates who are still in?
What is he can't find out what he should be doing with his hands. He's just he's perpetually awkward. He's forever a child.
Who are still in?
Well, I like Vivek, Drain the Ramaswamy.
Wow. First of all, it's Vivek. Drain the Ramaswamy. Do you mean Ramaswampy? This is crazy. Is he just trying to do like what is he even trying to? Why is he out here like endorsing Vivek? What? Why is he? This is just what is going on? This is Christmas cringe.
I like Vivek, Drain the Ramaswamy, and Nikki Haley is tough. She's no doubt learned a thing or two by watching me.
Oh. What the hell are you saying? This is so weird.
But I think in the end, we need someone in the White House who's not afraid, like me, not afraid to push our country or a journalist in the right direction if it comes to that.
What are you saying? What the fuck are you? Is that a threat? He's like looks at the camera. What is he saying?
Afraid to push off.
Hold on. What are you trying to say here? He pushed a journalist into a train on House of Cards. This is crazy. I still haven't seen the show.
In the White House who's not afraid like me, not afraid to push our country or a journalist in the right direction if it comes to that.
I sure appreciate your coming on. It was great to see you. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Tucker. I only showed up because I was told I would get to be on X. Not the drug, not the platform. I was curious.
He's 2 steps ahead of everybody, except me, because I made that joke earlier.
As to what Tucker on X might be like.
I have never tried that.
Well, you wouldn't be the first guy to tell me you'd never tried that before.
You're terrifying. So he's talking now. They're just making jokes about Tucker Carlson being on ecstasy.
It's great to see you. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Tucker. I only showed up because I was told I would get to be on X. Not the drug, not the platform. I was curious as to what Tucker on X might be like.
I have never tried that.
Well, you wouldn't be the first guy to tell me you'd never tried that before.
That's creepy. That's creepy as fuck. What the fuck just happened? That was just absolutely ridiculous. What is going on? It's funny that he inserts himself into every Christmas. Like it's an actual Christmas tradition that we have now. It's just a thing that he does. That was absolutely bizarre. That was a fever dream. There's like a little bit of truth in everything, I think. He's just being cryptic. What do I say? What do I even say about that? Damn, that was crazy. I'm glad I watched it. I was scared, but I'm glad we got through that.
Hey guys, Olivia here. Thank you all so much for watching. It's December of 2023, so let's update the Patreon credits. My $5 and up patrons are Brock H, Clarice Carlson, Tyler Cukes, Nico Fuentes, Joel999, Wrigglemoss, Speak of the Joker, Toby White, Scott S, Joan of Fart, Skanot On, Happy the Knife, Coolest Shirt, Just a Portuguese Dude, www.openclassactions.com, Emil, Blank, Judam the Kinslayer, T-King, Saliv88, Electrica is an ordinary bad gamer, Yup, Caden Mack, Charisma, the Super One Player, Zachary Kane, Gillyflower, Purple Fire, Gabriel Herrera, Hoofido, and Lemonade Warrior is participating in the hit game Among Us and is considered the encroacher. Thank you all so much for watching and supporting my channel. You're all awesome. Have a happy holidays.